Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. I made a promise yesterday. I promised that today I would introduce you to the May Monster of the Month. There he is. Oh, come on, get all the hair out there. Let the hair. There we go. He has 3 eyes. He has a weird mouth. And he has his arms have little bumps underneath. Suckers. That's what you call him on octopus. He's got floppy ears and the hair. So, at some point this weekend, I want to get the pattern typed up and then make another one so that I can test it myself, and then I will get it tested by someone else and get the pattern up on my blog. So, yay for finished projects. With him being done, the first design being done, I only have 1.5 things left on my 8-point May list. The Majestic Owl Stuffy, which is probably over 50% done. I was working on that last night. And the Mystery Yarn Challenge, which technically I have already completed because I made an item that used all 4 colors. This chicken with the nest and the eggs. But I'm trying to use up the yarn. So right now, the brown yarn is going for the Majestic Owl Stuffy. Put up a picture of the yarn here. Still have plenty of blue left and plenty of yellow left. The brown, we'll see how much I've got left after the owl. So I'm working away at it. So after finishing up the monster last night, I was just like, what am I going to work on now? I want something that works up quick. So I grabbed some Timu yarn, the blanket. I think this is like super bulky. It's not quite the blanket yarn, it's like super bulky. And I made a Stingray from the free YouTube tutorial by Theresa's Crochet Shop. So he will get priced up and put in my bags for tomorrow's craft show. So I had to work today. After I was done with the work, I said to my husband, yeah, I'll go shopping. I'll get some fresh fish for dinner, and we're out of a few other things, so I'll do a quick shopping trip after work. But the wheels are turning, and I'm like, I need some shopping therapy. I need to go like to Goodwill and see if there's any yarn there. I don't need yarn. I have plenty. I'm trying to use it up. But it was just like, I need some shopping therapy. Just, it's like that little critter on your shoulder, like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. So as I'm driving down the road, I am trying to work out my plan. Okay, well, if I go there first, I'd have to go down, turn here and go down Clinton Street. And okay, I could go there. Yeah, I don't want to go there second because I'll have fish in the car and it's sort of warm out today. And well, let's see. My plan was left, left, right, left. Well, made my first left, made my second left. There's a garage sale at the Blair farm. It's like 3 miles from our house. It's a local family farm that got a corner lot when a garage was demolished. And they put up this big barn. Just a single story. Very nice. They have like garage doors on, I think, 3 sides of it. And a couple times a year, they have a big family garage sale. And every time they do that, the back right corner is the yarn corner. Because the matriarch of the family did yarn crafts, and they're still trying to to sell her yarn. So they were like, okay, yarn is $1 a skein, $2 for jumbos. And then under the table, they had like totes. That was all little bitty stuff. And I asked about that, and she goes, oh, if you take the little bitties, the really small balls, we'll just toss them in for free. If it's a substantial ball, we'll say 10 cents. So I started shopping. I'm running sort of low on orange. So I got Natura Sayel. Okay, that's a vintage. It's it says it's only 4 ounces. I was going to think that was like 5 ounces or more. So 1. How about a nice bright orange? 2. I can always use tan yarn for donuts, critters. Like I start my hedgehogs with this, and then I go to a fancy yarn for the hedgehogs with the Yarns and Nobles pattern. I can always use that. That's Miracle Match, 4 ounce. I think that's a vintage too. That's 3. I have been running low on purple too. Fashion Knits. It's got an Ames sticker. How long has it been since Ames closed down? And the sticker says 99 cents. Hey, wait a minute. The sticker says 99 and I paid $1. So, what was that? That's 4. And this one feels like it's not quite, it's another fashion knit. It might be the same shade. That's not quite full. Yep, another Ames, 99-cent price sticker. 5. Here's the other full skeins. A medium brown. Good for stuffed animals. 6. That's one of those smaller. Might still be 4 ounces. I don't know. It's more like a Vanna's Choice. Ooh. This is Harmony. I hope it's 100% acrylic. I didn't bring my readers in. Yes, there's readers here. Oh, good. Excuse me while I read the label. Fentex, 100% acrylic, sport weight, wisteria, 1.75 ounce, 162 yards. So it's a smaller skein, but it's pretty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Darlene wool blend. Uh-oh, I got a wool blend. I wasn't looking. It's 20% wool, 80% acrylic. I usually don't do that because, I don't know, wool blends in amigurumi, if somebody has a wool sensitivity, they're not going to like that. So I think that's going to go separate. But that would have been the 8th skein. Another Dazzler in tan, partial, almost full skein. Sort of a tan, frosty camel. Ooh, camels are usually pretty snippy. You'd think a frosty camel would be really bad. So what would that be? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. Everything else looks like it's just, this one she might have considered a full skein. Just in some light it looks pink, in some light it looks purple. It's got a bit of a halo to it. Looks like a DK weight. So that's the big skeins. And then I got into under the totes. She said, okay, well, if it's a rather substantial ball, we'll give them to you for 10 cents each. If they're tiny, we'll just let them go. So I don't know. I figured that this was a 10-cent ball. Bright green. It's a heavier, almost like a rug yarn. A pink, very light pink, partial skein. Sort of a blue-gray. Down there it looks more gray. Pink. Orange. Whoops, my bag is spilling. Here is a bag that has orange, blue, a variegated, a green, gold, a little bit of everything. I figured that would be free, but she might have charged me 10 cents for the orange one in there. A very tangly, partial gold skein. A bag of orange, brown, and gold. These might be fingering weight. No problem. I can hold them double. Another little bag of blues. A Shannon ball of yarn. I don't know if this is exactly the yarn that I sent to Shannon at Another Yarn for her Mystery Yarn Challenge, but it's pretty close. I saw that, I'm like, oh, Shannon, look what I got. A green, geckos, turtles, frogs. Just various peach, cream, off-white. This, I believe, is Dazzler, sort of a pink. And they, in the bags and the totes, they had these, it's a very fluffy pastel yarn. I remember they had these at A.C. Moore. They have a cardboard in here, so they're not as much as they seem to be. The yarn is smaller than it appears. I got 3 of them. Let's see. They are, it's called Knitting Fuzzy Fur. And boy, even with my readers, that is tiny type. 20, I think they're 25 grams. Man, oh man. Could they make that smaller? I think it's like 5 point. Maybe 59, 60, 65 yards. So I'll be using those together or with some other yarn. I think they could make a cute hedgehog. A little bit of an orangish. A little bit of a yellow. Oh, did I say I got 3 of those fuzzy? Apparently I got 4. And a ball of brown. Okay, bag is empty. Well, I got up to the front and I told her that I had like 10 skeins of yarn and a few, bigger balls and a lot of the little tiny ones. And she went through my bag counting. And she comes up with $17. So apparently, a bunch of the yarn that I thought was small enough to be counted as free, she was counting as big enough to be 10 cents. And I said, okay, I'm going to have to put some back because I don't have enough. And she goes, well, how much do you have? And I said, 12 and some change. And okay, we'll take that. So $12.75. It's 3.6 pounds of yarn. So what I'm going to do, as I have been tossing stuff, it went into this box. And I'm going to label this the Blair Farm Stitch Project. Maybe? Okay, Blair Farm Stitch Project. Or Blair Stitch Project 24. I did this once before where I had I took a picture, got it all into the light box and got a picture of it all together. And every time I made a project from this yarn, I would add it to the blog post. And it was encouraging to see. I think that time I had purchased like $30 worth of yarn. So this time $12.75. I didn't get as much. Last time I had a much bigger bag. So I kept track of what I made and which items sold. And I think the sale was probably in late May, early June, which is when they usually have it. By July, when I did Street Fest, I already paid for the yarn by selling stuff that I made from it. So there will be a blog post. Okay, I'm going to go sit in my chair and try to rehydrate and try to finish up the owl stuffy so that I can move on and play with some of this yarn. So, bye-bye.